Come on, give it back for just being in the building. Shout out to my bro Steve. We ran out of here. Man, appreciate everybody.
Yeah.
So today's Success is Home Buyers. I am the credit. I'm here for helping you understand more about your credit, and if you want to talk side, I can help you also learn more about how to get funding for your business. But today we're going to focus on credit and home buying, home ownership, okay? It's a special one today. Real flashback, about 2000, what was this? Yeah, 2005, I became a loan officer, okay? I had no clue what I was doing, okay? No clue. But back then there was a thing called prime and subprime, okay? You want to talk about the golden ages of getting into real estate. You had a thing where you could get a house with stated income. That means what you stated you made, that's what you made. And you only needed a 550. 550! Subprime. Okay? I was able to get one person into a house on Desert Inn in Hualapai, right? Desert Inn Hualapai. Back then, mortgage was about $2,000 a month. And the person ended up not being able to afford it and had to let it go. I don't even want to know how much it's worth today. Okay, so that's just an understanding of one, biting on more than you can chew, and then not having a village or a team to help support the long-term goals, right? We always hear about different ethnicities coming together. Man, it's about to be 8 of us in this house until we can buy the whole block, right? That takes a lot of work. That takes a lot of ego out of the way. Okay, and once again, painting that picture. So, that's just a little background about myself, you know. So used to be in the loan game back then, didn't know what I was doing. Obviously got out of it. In the midst of that, I was a professional hip hop dancer, been all over the world, did that for 20 years. I'm a father of 2. My daughter too as well, just graduated 2 days ago. And yes, so truly excited about that. Now I tell her it begins, okay? Life begins now. And I'm just grateful that I could be her mentor, unlike I was not fortunate enough to have one when I graduated. It had no direction whatsoever. I just had drive and a vision that I wanted to be a multi-millionaire, and so take that to the bank. So moving forward, moving fast, let's get into it. Okay, your credit score to get into your first home, all right, minimum is a 620. Minimum is a 620, okay? So I want to know, real quick, just by a show of hands, who in here checks their credit score at least once a month? Oh yeah, this is good, okay, I love that. Who in here checks your credit score every 2 weeks? Okay, little hands went down. Who in here checks your credit score once a week? Okay, we still got some hands up, come on, okay, 100 in the back. Who in here checks your score daily, like your bank account? Awesome. So, what I want to help you understand is that is so important that you always know where you are so you can properly make a blueprint for your final destination instead of coming in to talk to me or coming in and talking to anybody else and then getting bamboozled that your score is not what you thought it was. You always want to stay on top of it just like you stay on top of looking at your bank account. So, coming back to it, a 620 DTI. Debt to income ratio, okay? There's things where I see 50%, 40%. Like I told you before, even with credit card utilization, I tell all my clients 10%. Forget that 30, get that out of there. Strive for 10% because you will definitely be in the front seat to get what you want. So with your DTI ratio, debt to income ratio, I always say 35% or lower when it comes to home buying. Okay, so that means whatever debt you're bringing in on a monthly, okay, your rent, your utility bills, anything that's basically taking money out of the bank account, you want to be able to show that ratio difference of what you're bringing in to your bank account, if that makes sense, okay? Another key thing is, okay, when you're going to look in and you're interested in buying a home, understand it's going to be a timely process. Okay, I have not heard of somebody going in and getting a house in 15 days, okay? It takes time because the way the system works, just like I tell my clients, the credit bureaus move as slow as they want to, Okay, so no matter how much you do, you're gonna have to wait typically 30 to 45 days to even see your new credit score, no matter what we're doing, right? So it's the same process when you're coming into home ownership. So you wanna make sure that you're not adding any extra debt during the process, okay? If you're adding extra debt to the process, you might as well go ahead and tell yourself, I'm gonna have to start all the way over. Because when it comes down to it and you're talking to your realtor, your loan officer, and they're going in and talking to escrow and everything like that, if you are adding things that wasn't on paper in the beginning, you're gonna just throw everything off, and then now you have to not only just think about yourself, but your realtor, your loan officer. Everybody has a family and mouths to feed too, and everybody's working together to get this deal done. So you become a homeowner and they get the commission on getting you into your dream home. So you gotta understand that it's a true collective, okay? So, once again, how long on average does it take for someone to get into a house?
45 days.
45 days. Anybody else?
30 days.
30 days. Both of you guys are correct. It can go that fast. But on average, how long does it take?
6 months.
Yeah, just about 6 months, okay? So think about that. For 6 months, you have to have the discipline to not do anything different than what you're on pace to do. You must understand that it's a structure and it is a blueprint that you and your realtor, your loan officer are gonna put together that you must follow. This is simpler than what it took when you took 6 classes in high school, right? Can you be an adult and not be irresponsible and not be reckless? How bad do you want it? Is what you must ask yourself every day. When you get that check, you get that bonus, you get that commission, you get that lump sum, even it might even be a W-2 bonus, you still have to keep that inner red-headed stepchild inside. Not, I want it now, I want it now. Ooh, look at those shoes. Ooh, no. Chill out. It's a bigger purpose. Why? Because anything I guarantee that you want today, you can get 3 years from now. I promise you. There is not one thing out here that brings a liability most of the time that you can't go grab 3 years from now if you take the time and be very, very disciplined. So real quick, I'm going to just go down your adult report card. Okay, the adult report card is basically your data points that underwriters look at in order to see if you qualify for the home that you're going to go for, okay? Number 1 is your payment history. It must be at 100%, no late payments. If you have a late payment, you're going to have to wait bare minimum 90 days to start the process again. 1 late payment, that's on a credit card, doesn't matter the limit. That's on a cell phone bill, doesn't matter how high it is. If they show that you have a 30-day late payment, your score is dropping 35%, and you're showing the lenders that you're irresponsible. You're not a responsible adult. So why should we give you this loan if you can't handle your own bills before you come into our office, right? So payment history 100%. Credit card utilization on a default basis 30%. Like I said, I tell my clients at best 10%. If that's tough, 20. Okay, that's just gonna help your score look great and help you look once again like you're a responsible adult. Okay, third one is your age of credit. How long have you been paying on something? It scratches a chalkboard when I hear people, I'm gonna pay my car off early. No! Once you pay your car off, it's going off of your report and all that history is out of here. Don't do it. Don't do it. If you're gonna do that, just go buy a car cash. Don't even have a car note. Because you want to be able to show that you're able to make payments on time for these different primaries, okay? And the typical age of credit, you want at least 5 years or older. You want to show that you've had something for at least 5 years or older, okay? Now going into your collections and derogatory marks. You can get away with 4, but I always recommend to try to have none. Okay, that's nothing that went to any debt collectors. You don't have any charge off on credit cards or repos, things of that nature. But some underwriters are lenient if they see that you're working it out and you have letters from these different companies showing that you actually got these things taken off, or you're actually disputing them because of some type of fraud. And they've done the things that most collectors do is violate your consumer law. That's a whole nother class. Okay, so derogatory marks collections, you don't want any, no more than 4 at most, the max 4, but I always say 0. Draw a quick blank. Which, for your inquiries, okay, you don't want to get too many hard inquiries. I always say no more than 3 per bureau, okay, Experian, Equifax, TransUnion, no more than 3. 0 to 3. If you have too many, then that means you're looking frivolous, you're looking desperate. In the words of the Gram, thirsty. Don't look thirsty, okay? Because they're like, man, you're applying for a lot of things. So make sure that you're always going for soft pulls, pre-approvals. And a quick note, if you want to go for a car, go to your bank or to your nearest local credit union and get a pre-approval for the amount of the type of car that you're looking for. Do not go to the dealerships, please, because they will ransack, okay, your credit score, and then you'll have like 5, 8, 10 hard inquiries, okay? You don't want that. If anybody has a deal with Santander, that means they pulled your credit bare minimum over 6 times, okay? So Santander is one of the worst card companies to get financed by. Just quick note of that, okay? So those are all the categories. So once again, payment history, credit card utilization, age of credit, derogatory marks collections, and hard inquiries, and then you want mixed accounts, okay? You want to have at least 5 to 10 mixed accounts. Mixed accounts is a car note. You're reporting your mortgage or your rent. You obviously have a cell phone, different utilities that you can report as well, and you just want other little primaries, soft primaries, which there's a bunch out there that help show your DTI ratio even higher. That's all I got for today. If you would like a credit assessment for free, come see me in the back, and I'll let you know exactly what's going on with your Adobe report card to put you on the right track. You can follow me at Bryan_Robinson on Instagram. Shoot me a DM. Let's have a great conversation. I'm extremely excited to be a part of successes. Art, you the man, the legend. Let's get it.